Hey guys, Mixed Duality here, and the moment of truth has arrived. Who has won our hearts? Who will be the one we take home to Amanda? Who is our dream daddy? So I'm going to go ahead and start off by saying that this took me an embarrassingly long time to figure out, but some of the eliminations were pretty easy. So the first person I sent home on this metaphorical love island was Hugo. Hugo seems like a great guy. I like him as a person, but I feel that he and daddy issues are just so different. I never really felt the chemistry there, so he was an easy one to kick off. Same story with Robert, because A, we've already seen Robert's ending. I don't know if there's a better way to get an ending with Robert, but I haven't seen any evidence in the rest of the Let's Play that anything would have changed if I chose him again. So unfortunately, Robert has been kicked to the curb, even though I personally, Mixed Duality, really like him and would really like him and daddy issues to go together and have a happily ever after. In fact, if I saw any evidence that things could go that way, I probably would have chosen him, but as it stands, nope. Sorry. Next up, I'm eliminating Craig. Now, Craig was a little bit harder for me than those two, but I feel that daddy issues and his compatibility mainly comes from shared memories. And we're not living in the past here. We're trying to find a partner who can take care of us and love us and help us grow into a better person going forward. And while Craig, I definitely think, could help push daddy to being his best self, like athletically, ultimately he would, so to speak, wear daddy out. I don't think daddy has the stamina to keep up with him. Plus, Craig has a lot of kids, and I know that's something that daddy issues has expressed concerns over. Next person being voted off, surprisingly, was Brian. I didn't expect to end up liking Brian as much as I did. Going into a second date, he was actually way at the bottom for me, but when we actually did our second date, I had this revelation. I feel that daddy issues is mostly projecting his own desire to compete onto Brian, and Brian isn't so much trying to compete with him, it's more just in daddy's head, I think. That said, daddy issues spent a lot of time being annoyed by Brian, and I just don't think that's a healthy relationship dynamic to have. The next person I'm eliminating, and this was probably the hardest for me, honestly, of all of the eliminations, was Joseph. I personally really like Joseph, and I think that he and daddy issues have such a natural chemistry, and Joseph clearly seems to be really into him. That said, I'm not sure if his interest in me really comes from a place of genuinely liking me, for me, daddy issues, but more because I can provide an escape from his wife, from his subpar family life, from his unhappiness. I worry that he sees me as his Margarita zone, and not Margarita me. And that leaves us with two finalists. Matt, one of my original favorites, and, shockingly, Damien, who at the beginning of the game, I was not considering as a possibility at all. And it's interesting because I like each of them for very different reasons. Matt, I think, has a lot in common with daddy issues. They both seem to have issues with social anxiety. They both have a love for music. Plus, Matt just has this cute coffee shop, hipster sort of vibe. He only has one daughter, and he's just kind of more of a laid-back dude, which I think really works well with daddy issues' personality. Meanwhile, you have Damien, who is really romantic. Daddy issues seems to find Damien really interesting. He had some of his best date experiences with Damien. Both of his dates, I believe, were an A or an S, better than Matt, who got 2 B dates. And one thing I'll say about both Matt and Damien is never once did either of them use daddy issues. They always invited him out on fun activities, unlike some of my other favorites like Joseph. And so deciding who to get with has been so difficult, to the point that I've actually chosen not to choose this episode. I am going to play out both of their third dates. I know that seems kind of wishy-washy, but I love those two. I don't yet know who I think is the best match for daddy issues. I need more data, and you'll just have to wait and see who I ultimately pick. Anyway, it's been a while since I've talked to Matt, so I want to go ahead and go on a date with him. So I'm going to message him. Yep, save and continue. Okay, Matt, let's see how this goes. I really like you. Let's see if we can make some magic happen. Matt and I have spent a lot of time together lately. Although, actually, kind of not really. I don't know. After we went record shopping for the first time, it sort of became a weekly tradition for us to scope out our vinyl Fantasy 7 for new releases. On quieter days, I'll go to the Coffee Spoon just to hang out with him. Oh, this is already so cute. He's been trying to get me to branch out from my usual black coffee to try new drinks, and they're always delicious. Since I've been spending so much time with Matt, Carmencita and Amanda have become really close friends. Amanda's taking Carmencita under her wing, teaching her about photography, helping her with her homework, and introducing her to music that's not just boy bands. Well, she did end up taking her to one of those Scream Cry Dancing Boy concerts, so Matt wouldn't have to go. A truly heroic move. I can tell that Carmencita really looks up to her a lot, So it's great that Amanda's trying to be a good mentor. The open mic night is tonight. Oh my god, I almost forgot about open mic night. I'm so excited. Amanda and I busy ourselves getting ready. I try to pick out a nicer outfit than usual and pace around the room. Oh, you're not going to go out in your sweatpants. A bunch of really cool bands are going to be playing, and I'm excited to see them. I haven't been to a show since the first time Matt and I hung out. It's weird. Ever since Matt played piano for me that one time, I've never been able to convince him to do it again. He told me he also plays guitar, drums, and even the trumpet. He still won't play any of them. For someone so passionate about music, it's strange that he doesn't want to actually play it. You ready to go, Pops? I can hear Amanda in the hallway as she approaches my room. Yep. Amanda pops her head in and looks me over. She pinches the bridge of her nose. Dad, we talked about this. What? The sandals, they're older than I am. Vintage, some would argue. I thought you threw them out. Amanda, since when did you enroll in the Fashion Police Academy? I got kicked out because I was a loose cannon who didn't play by the rules. For example, you're not allowed to mix florals, but you totally can if you have a good eye for color. You're out of your jurisdiction, rookie. Amanda guards the door until I pick out a better outfit. Stop. Those sandals are going directly into the evidence locker. It's the trash. You can pry these sandals from my cold, dead hands. Fine, keep 'em, but you're committing a heinous crime. Justice will find you one day. Come on, Dad, we gotta go. I've never seen the coffee spoon so packed. I spot a familiar face from the Pup concert, all sipping on their caffeinated beverages of choice. A couple of people are setting up on stage. I don't see Matt, but I'm sure he's busy in the back. Amanda and Carmencita find each other immediately and do their secret handshake, some complicated clapping with their hands, and then a big hug. Daddy! I turn to see Hugo sitting at the table with none other than Damien. Oh, hey Damien, sorry. Fancy seeing you two here. I am, as you know, a dedicated patron of the arts. Hey. It's a bit of a tradition between Damien and I now. Matt's open mic nights always seem to bring out the best talent in town. Sometimes it gets a bit odd, even for my admittedly eclectic tastes. You guys see Matt around? Yeah, he was just helping that Pablo kid get some equipment out of his van. Oh yay, Pablo's playing! Whoa, Vacant Veil is playing a set? What? It's, Witch House. Damien's ears perk. What is that? I don't know. Well, it sounds delightful. Amanda says it isn't. Shame. All right, I'm gonna go find Matt and see if he needs any help. I head to the back room of the Coffee Spoon, where I find Matt going over some last-minute show details with Pablo. My dude. Pablo and I share a full-on, sincere bro hug. I'm glad you can make it, Daddy. Wouldn't miss it for the world, man. You guys need any help? I think we're all set, actually. Pablo, can you remind me what order people are going up in? Well, you got the handsome and unforgettable Vacant Veil opening up to the set with selections from his new album, Witch Diaries, and then the third waves, who are all extremely attractive and could beat me up, and I'd still be into it, are playing a 3-person acoustic set. We got a little bit of spoken word in there, a magic act, and then it looks like we're closing with Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. No, absolutely not. I remember that ridiculous set that this band put on when they opened up for Pup. Sometimes, when it's quiet, I can still hear the sound of an accordion being violently thrown into the wall over and over. They weren't that bad? No, you don't understand. The last time they played open mic night, they lit their bassist on fire, and the fire marshal had to shut us down. They also refused to pay for their drinks. Yikes. They are not playing tonight. Well, they're outside, all 17 of them. Tell them we're full. Then who's filling their spot? Oh no. I feel like Matt would be so uncomfortable if I said he should. I'm doing it. Matt, you should play. Come on, you should play. No, I can't. I really can't. I'll play. What are you doing? What? What would you even do? Stop talking. Close your mouth. The Scommunist Manifesto is making a comeback solo show. I thought you didn't know how to play anymore. You don't know how to play anything anymore. Ska comes to you in the hour when they need it most, without fail. Stop being so desperate to please your hot friend, Daddy. Is there a keyboard around? Your unending thirst will be your ultimate downfall. Yeah, I have one right here. Then it's settled. Dude, are you sure? No, I'm not. As sure as ska is generally played with staccato notes on the upbeat. Well, as long as nothing gets set on fire, it can't possibly be worse than Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. Oh, come on, thanks. Matt grabs me by the shoulders and stares into my eyes. Thank you, Daddy. I owe you big time. Come on, Matt, kiss me. I settle back into my seat with Amanda and watch the show start. The house is packed now, with a few people even standing outside to watch. What have I gotten myself into? Amanda, I may have made a mistake. Ugh, I told you those sandals were a bad choice. It's not that. I agreed to pull out my ska. No. Absolutely not. I had to help Matt. Dad, I love you and I support you, but we left ska behind for a reason. Look, it's either this or we're in the splash zone for a group of 20 musicians all crying at the same time for the sake of art. And I'm not being hyperbolic about the splash zone thing. They literally hand out ponchos. Somehow, this is the preferable option. I just have to play the thing. Play what thing? You don't know how to play any instruments. Just promise me you'll still love me after this. I promise. But I may have to change my last name. I hope you'll understand. Of course. My new last name is gonna be Fire Blast. Amanda, or maybe Cold Steel. Matt takes the stage to a roar of applause from the crowd. He grabs the mic and addresses us all. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. Matt's so nervous. And I'm so nervous. I can't stop staring at his mouth. And that makes me even more nervous. Oh, man. We have a jam-packed roster of amazing local talents who you might already know or maybe have seen before, but would like to see again. And I'm rambling now, sorry. Aw, Matt. So, let me just bring a dear friend of mine who's making his live show debut. Please welcome to the stage. Oh, no. Vacant Veil. Oh, thank God it's not me. The crowd cheers again, and Pablo bounds up the stage, beaming. He sets up his 2 laptops and keyboard and launches into his set. Thank you, everyone. This one's called Witch House Never Dies, and you're next. Pablo hits the crowd with heavy, inaccessible synth bass layered under drums, samples, and clips from science fiction shows played in reverse. It may be not the right show for this, but everyone seems to be enjoying whatever this is. At the end of the song, Pablo jumps on the mic. Thank you to all the veil wearers who came out tonight. A portion of the crowd cheers. He has a fan base already? He has a name for the fan base? This is his first live show. You can buy t-shirts out of the trunk in my car after the show. And I'd like to thank my mom for coming out to watch me play. You rock, Ma. Love you, honey. Pablo plays a few more songs that are actually super fun to listen to. Wow, definitely did not see that coming, especially after Amanda's strongly worded thoughts about the genre. Once he's done, he vacates the stage and Matt jumps back up again. Big round of applause for our very own Pablo, who coincidentally works here. Yay, Pablo! And hey, next up are a group of young ladies who have been tearing up the East Coast with Riot Punk for 3 years now. Years. I meant years, 3 years. Sorry, the writing on my hand smudged a bit because I'm sweating. I shouldn't have told you all I'm sweating. I'm sorry. Wow, he seems just as visibly nervous as I feel right now. Put your hands together for The Third Waves. Buzzcut Molly from Vinyl Fantasy VII takes the stage, followed by 2 girls with colorful hair and fishnet stockings. All of them are wearing combat boots, and all of them look mad about something. Their set is so energetic, it almost seems like the pit is going to open up in the coffee shop. I look over to Amanda, who's clearly enjoying the hell out of this anarchic, female-fronted punk rock. Dad, can I get a lip ring? Sure, if you pay for it yourself. Come on, it's no fun if it's not an act of youthful rebellion. After the Third Waves close out their set, a variety of acts play to the delight and sometimes horror of the crowd. The magician tries to turn a cup of coffee into a cup of coins, but ends up just spilling hot coffee all over himself and dropping the coins. As each act leaves the stage, I get more and more nervous. There are so many people here. I don't know anything about how to play the piano, other than it has keys and you touch the keys to make sounds. Oh, come on, dude. You played Wonderwall the other day. Also, I almost spilled the flat white stripes in my hand because it's trembling so much. No joke, Dad. I'm rooting for you. You're gonna knock him dead. Thanks, Amanda Panda. An improv comedy group, oh god, takes the stage. They take suggestions from the crowd and end up doing a scene that was supposed to be about coffee, but instead turns into 5 minutes of dick jokes. Classic. I have a hard time laughing, though. My stomach is tying itself into knots. Not just regular knots either, like the kind of knots you get when you throw your phone charger, headphones, and laptop charger into the same bag. Out of nowhere, Matt sits down next to me. Hey, you doing okay? I'm totally fine. I want to reassure him that I'm okay, but I just can't get the words out. I'm here. All right, I'm just making sure. I know you're gonna do great, Daddy. Matt squeezes my shoulder and jogs back up to the stage. Everybody, we're down to the last act of the night. Now, this person, who is my friend, is making their return to the stage after a long hiatus. Please welcome, formerly of the Scommunist Manifesto, Daddy Issues! Everyone cheers as I take the stage. Damien and Hugo are staring at me in shock. Hey everybody, good to be here. Thanks for having me on. Great crowd. My name is Daddy, but you can call me by my stage name. Five Iron Freddy. The crowd claps. Oh, look at him. The crowd claps politely. I sit down at the piano. That's a lot of keys. There's so many keys. Do pianos usually have this many keys? God, these lights are really bright. Someone coughs. I guess that's some good stage banter. And now I have to play a song. This song is called Beam Me Up, Scotty. How hard could it be? Oh God. Debt at number 91. No matter how disastrous this is, I just have to make it through this whole song and I'll save the day. Here goes nothing. Okay.
Tickle that ivory.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, ooh, singing that easy ska tune. Unity, unity, watch us fill up the room. Rhodes boys coming for ya. Take warning, if you don't ska tonight, it'll be alarming. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Everybody ska. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up to the Star Trek Enterprise. Oh my god, this is so bad. Also, guys, I swear to God, I can't actually sing. I'm not a bad singer, but it's just like, I don't know, I guess I'm channeling my inner daddy issues. This is terrible. Bravo. Did I do it? Oh no. Oh God, please. Doing your best deserves an S. Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Dad to number 87, spend less money than you make. Well, I guess I did okay. I look up at the crowd. I see a bunch of people shifting in their seats. Oh no, I'm losing them. Ska really is dead. And I killed it! Everybody ska. Everybody ska! Like a checkerboard tie-wearing angel descending from two-tone heaven, Matt walks on stage, playing the guitar. We lock eyes, and he gives me a reassuring smile as he effortlessly plays the chords to the song. I look out and see the crowd go wild to Matt's appearance on stage. Everybody's bouncing around now. It fills me with renewed energy as we jump into the chorus. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up to Scotty in the Star Trek Enterprise. Matt jumps into an improvised solo that was way better than the one Darren Springstead wrote in high school. We make it to the end of the song in one piece, and the crowd goes wild. I'm moist with sweat, head to toe. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Sella. The crowd practically screams. They all start chanting Matt's name. Matt, Matt, Matt. They want to hear you play, man. Matt smiles. I think I'm ready. I excuse myself from the stage, and I take my seat next to Amanda as Matt cozies up to the microphone. I take back what I said about ska. That was pretty cool. I high-five Amanda, and we look toward the stage. Hey, everybody. More cheers. I haven't played in front of people in a long time, but it's cool to be back. This one goes out to a good friend. Matt locks eyes with me. We both smile. Who helped me be able to do this again. Thank you. This is an old one from Stillness the Dancing. The entire crowd excitedly jumps to their feet. Matt closes his eyes and starts playing an upbeat, intricate melody. The crowd sways to the music. Matt looks entirely at peace with a small smile on his face as he sings. After he finishes his song, the crowd insists on an encore. He ends up playing a few more tunes to an adoring audience before thanking everyone for coming out. The moment he steps on stage, he gets mobbed by people. Everyone seems to be amazed he's playing again. Damien and Hugo thread their way through the crowd to talk to me. That was amazing. It was certainly a sight. Do they make industrial darkwave ska? I'm not too sure if that genre exists, but it's never too late to start a band, apparently. I glance back over at Matt, who's hugging a bunch of people. They really seemed excited to see him play. Well, yeah, he hasn't played since he lost Rosa. What? I didn't realize. It suddenly all makes sense why Matt was so reluctant to play. It must have taken so much for him to jump on stage with me just now. The crowd slowly filters out into the streets as the show ends. I decide to stick around a little to see if I could talk to Matt. Hey, I'm taking Carmencita to get ice cream. Is it okay if she sleeps over? We're gonna paint our nails and start a punk band. Yeah, go have fun. Just please don't wake up the neighbors with any biting truths about the government or whatever. Don't worry. We'll wake them up figuratively instead. Amanda and Carmencita bump fists and head out. I spot Matt finishing up conversations with a couple stragglers on their way out of the coffee shop. Hey, Matt. Hey, dude. Need help closing up?
Hey.
I'd love that. Matt and I stack up chairs and sweep the floor in silence. We carry the stage equipment back to Matt's van, where we see Pablo selling merch to a crowd of people out of his trunk. Shirts of the finest quality, every step of production from thread to stitch, overseen by yours truly. Graphic designs fit for a king. That kid's gonna go far. We head back into the coffee spoon, and Matt puts on the finishing touches on closing. When we're all done, Matt and I lean up against the counter. Did the music change? It did! Oh my god. Thanks for saving me from myself up there. All in all, it ended up being pretty cute. Plus, you protected us from Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. Someone told me they tried to do a street performance down the road, and they all got arrested for trying to form a human pyramid in traffic. Did it feel good to be on stage again? Yeah, it really did. I heard you stopped playing after your wife died. I didn't realize it had been that long. Yeah. Matt looks like he wants to say something, but is having a hard time getting it out. He takes a deep breath. I'm not really a people person, obviously. Crowds make me nervous as all hell, which is, not exactly the best for performing live music. But when I was with Rosa, she lit up the room. I could follow her lead. After she passed, I was lost. Even touching a guitar hurt too much. I tried playing with people over and over again, but the music would never come out, so I just gave up. I guess what I'm trying to say is, life wasn't this scary when I had someone in my corner. Someone I felt safe with. I, hadn't felt like that for a long time. Until tonight. What changed? You. Oh my god, guys, this is so freaking cute. Blood rushes to my face. When I saw you looking so scared on stage, you reminded me of myself. And I didn't want anyone else to have to feel that bad. Oh. When I got up there and started playing, for the first time in forever, I felt comfortable. I was having fun. I'd spent all this time being so afraid of performing that I forgot how much I loved it. Your strength gave me strength. Whether you're trying to or not, you got me out of my comfort zone. So, thank you. Thank you for helping me realize I can do this. I'm glad I could help. And coming on stage, I didn't think you'd stick your neck out for me like that. Especially considering all of this. That really means a lot to me. Well, you mean a lot to me. Guys, this is so freaking cool. Oh my god. Matt and I lock eyes. He leans in and kisses me quick and soft. He pulls away and covers his mouth. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Sorry, I can't believe I just did that. Neither can I, but I'm glad you did. Our lips touch again. I brush his hair out of the way and rest my hand on the small of his back. Matt pulls me closer. Everything about him is sweet and soft. His lips taste like vanilla. He smells like coffee cake. I can feel him smile through the kiss, which makes me smile. He laughs into my mouth, and I can't help but laugh too, our teeth knocking against each other. Ow! The moment I open my eyes, I realize we're still leaning against the espresso machine. Maybe the coffee shop isn't the right place for this? Maybe you're right. Let's go back to my place. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dead to number 13 by quality, not quantity. Date complete. Oh, thank God. I can't. Oh, that was so freaking cute. Oh, my God. A bee. Oh, my God. Even after all that, I still got a bee. Oh, my God. That's hilarious. Okay, guys. Well, that was funny. Oh my God, guys, that was so freaking cute. Oh my God, do I even need to go back to Damien? Yes, I do. Okay, guys, well, thanks so much for watching. I guess I'll go back to our final finalist and see who can win my heart for good. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy what you saw, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye.